Hey guys, it's me Maro, and guess what? I'm sick. Again. So while I'm slowly dying inside, I decided to make yet another toy review, because I got nothing better to do, and also, I'm very close to 1,000 subs. We gotta get there soon. So in the script that I'm reading right now, I said that my last review was the Godzilla and Kong Playmates from Godzilla x Kong. That's wrong, because it was Demi-Fiend, but in one of my previous reviews, I reviewed the Godzilla and Kong from Playmates from Godzilla x Kong, so I decided, well, if I reviewed those two, why not review the two that they, faced in the movie, and, in other words, I don't know. Today, I will be reviewing both the Playmates Skar King and Shimo from Godzilla x Kong. Before I get into this review, I just want to say thank you to my brother for finding Shimo in stores, because I could not find it for the life of me. So before I actually get onto the review, let me tell you some stuff about these two. So Skar King, he's a king. He's a king over a bunch of other monkeys that Kong discovers and is actually handling pretty well. And now resides in the Hollow Earth, where he's kind of like the king of the Hollow Earth, because he's, the more powerful being. He has a giant lizard called Shimo, and she was actually one of the first titans to be in the Monsterverse, in terms of timeline-wise. And she caused all the Ice Ages. All of them. In the movie, she's being controlled by Skar King with a crystal thing, so Godzilla and Kong have to team up to stop the both of them and free Shimo from Skar King's control. Alright, now that I got that out of the way, let's get on to the actual review. So firstly, I gotta go over the box. And like last time, or I guess last 2 times, yeah, whatever. The box is pretty cool. Both got their own little info on the back of them, and we get to see the other figures in the collection, in which I own all of them. Now we're on to the actual figures, and god damn they look pretty cool. We'll be doing the same thing as last time, comparing both figures, just for fun. First we got Skar King. For the most part, the sculpt is pretty accurate. He's got the snarky face, pretty good proportions, and the paint is pretty simple but also movie accurate, in which we got orange and white paint, and also, they didn't forget the blue eyes. Man, it's really sad to think that the $10 toy is better looking than the toy that's 12 times more expensive than it. Then there's Shimo. Sculpt-wise is pretty good, however the paint is a little... well, there isn't much of it. I do like the transparent blue plastic for the spines, but they could have put some more paint on the body to make it seem cooler. No pun intended. Also, there's weird smooth parts in this figure. I didn't actually notice it at first, but a friend pointed it out. So overall, I'd say that Skar King takes the point on this one pretty easily. Now we move on to the articulation, and there's quite a difference for them. For Skar King, we got a swivel at the head, a rotation at the arm that can move out, same with the elbow joint, a swivel at the hand, a ball joint at the waist, a rotation at the leg that can also move back and forth, and finally, a knee bend. Very surprising for a kid's toy, to be honest. Was not expecting him to be this posable. And for Shimo, the mouth can open pretty far, a rotation and swivel at the head, a rotation at the arm that can move out, a swivel at the foot, a rotation at the legs, a swivel at the feet, and finally, a ball joint at the tail. Between the two of them, Skar King is definitely more articulated than Shimo, but Shimo does have more articulation than Godzilla, so that's pretty cool. In other words, fuck Godzilla. Oh yeah, you can get it so Skar King rides Shimo just like in the movie. That's really fucking cool. However, Skar King will be taking this point as well. Now on to the accessories of these figures, and just like Godzilla and Kong, they come with some pretty cool stuff. For Skar King, we get his iconic we get his whip. Overall, a pretty cool accessory. In his right hand, he can hold it with this little peg thing, so he can whip other kaijus and, could make a joke here. But, there's another thing you can do with this. If Skar King isn't using his whip, instead of throwing it aside, just to do it, you can actually store it on the figure by wrapping it around the body and plugging both sides to each other, and that's awesome. Although I do kind of wish there was a sculpted crystal, just like how it was in the movie. However, we do get the jaw detail, which is nice, and the fact that you can do multiple things with it is pretty cool. Overall, a very nice accessory. For Shimo, she comes with a frostbite blast effect part. It's sculpted in this beautiful bright blue translucent plastic, just like Godzilla's pink atomic breath. I also do like how it's a different sculpt from Godzilla's. In order to attach it to the figure, just open up the mouth and then plug it into it. That looks awesome. Although this may just be my copy, but the effect part doesn't stay in too well. However, it might just be my copy, so I ain't taking points off. Both of these accessories are really cool. I actually can't decide which one I like better, so I'm going to give them both the point here. Now at this point I would just go onto some size comparisons with other figures, however, I gotta quickly give Skar King the point here over Shimo. The reason being is that Shimo is way too small in comparison to the movie. Skar King is pretty size accurate though, but again, it's just a kid's toy, so it's not going to be gigantic. But now onto some size comparisons. Here they are next to the Hia Toys Godzilla, the Nyanner's Nendroid, the Hammond Collection T-Rex, the Metal Build Avilia, and finally, here they are next to the Playmates Godzilla and Kong figures. And you know what? Let's add Tsuko, Doug, and the pre-evolved Godzilla here as well. Last thing to cover is the price. And just like Godzilla and Kong, they are only $10, and can be found in Walmart and Target and other stores. At least I thought so. Shimo is actually pretty rare in stores, and it's twice the price online, so yeah, fuck that. But yeah, $10 each. Very nice. So in the end, Skar King wins with 3 points over none. Jesus Christ, man. It almost seems like I hate this figure. Well, I don't. Both of these figures are awesome to have. Just because Skar King has more points doesn't mean you shouldn't pick up Shimo. If you're gonna get Godzilla and Kong, then do yourself a favor and get Skar King and Shimo to complete the main cast. And then get Tsuko and Doug, and Evolve Godzilla, you know, all of them. I give Shimo a 6.5 out of 10 and Skar King an 8 out of 10. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. This video was actually pretty fun to make, you know, to get back into making content. And I got another review in the mind, and I do want to work on it soon. You could probably guess already what it's going to be. Episode 5 of the Avis is going pretty good, but it's still going to be long from completion. I'll be working on that as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you want to, why not subscribe to my channel? I'm super close to 1,000 subs, and I want to hit it very soon. But until then, thank you all for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.